up YouTube, this is your boy G, back in another video. This is the Edifier NeoBuds Pro, true wireless earbuds. So let's go ahead and unbox this. I'm super excited because they said the sound quality of this is just so awesome. Now this Edifier NeoBuds Pro, true wireless stereo audio comes with, ooh, I like that. I like that. Again, comes with an active noise cancellation up to 42 dB. They claim that other standard, earbuds can only go up to 30 dB only, but they can go up to 42 dB noise cancellation. So that's pretty awesome. So if you notice there, it says high resolution audio, right? So it's kind of like certified to be high resolution audio for wireless, for Bluetooth, and that actually says a lot because not a lot of earbuds out there are high res. Most of high res are really extremely expensive, right? So I think this is probably the cheapest one to have the high res certification. This baby here, right here, can actually support LDAC and LHDC, right? That's like a low latency, high definition audio codec. It also supports SBC, standard, and AAC, like for iPhones and such. But the banger there is the LDAC and the LHDC that can actually go up to 900 kbps for bit rate, and that is extremely high for audio. Because typically, if you actually scrutinize, CD quality and more, MP3, they just, around 192. SBC is just around 345, 325, I think. So this is extremely high for 900. It has a quite special configuration for the speakers, right, for the driver. So it has that nose balanced armature driver plus a dynamic driver plus electronic crossover technology for that natural and balanced sound. So you can hear really like thumping, like really good bass. And then at the same time, really high and very detailed treble as they claim. Of course, we're going to test that in our review in a minute. Just 10 minutes will give you 1 hour of full playback already. So that's pretty awesome. 24-hour playtime. So that's inclusive of the charging case. So the case is basically going to give you 18 hours additional battery, juice there, while the bud itself can give you 6 hours, right? Now, that is via using SBC or AAC, just a normal codec. If you use the high res, like the LHDC or the LDAC, it will actually, your mileage will vary. Ooh, Edifier, I'm looking forward to be, like, my hype is real right now. So please don't disappoint me, Edifier. My hype is too real. All right, so I remove the plastic here. Unboxing is just gonna be like that. Ooh, 25 years. That is magnetized. Unboxing so far is really, ooh, look at that. The top has this kind of like foam material, like the sound dampening that I have in my background that you'll probably see in a later minute here when I'm reviewing the product. But look at this. That looks so awesome. It's very well thought, and yeah, it really feels premium though. So of course, our bud is here. It's quite chunky. It's not that big, but it's, it's quite chunky. So that's how you open it. Ooh, looks super premium though. Can you see that? Looks super premium right there. Quick comparison. So I do have Galaxy Buds here, like the original one. Feels smaller because you can hold it like this, unlike this, but it's still quite portable. You can put it on like a pouch or something. I do have the recent reviewed JBL Wave 200 as well, and as you can see, the Edifier NeoBuds Pro is still bigger and even thicker. You get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of earbud tips, which is abundant, and of course the one that is already installed inside. Look at that. So there's something already installed inside, and I'm really digging the design. Like, the design is top notch. You see that? You see this Knight Rider light here? So you notice that it's quite small. As a matter of fact, with a lot of other buds right now being released in the market with different radical design, I'm loving this. It's quite small. There's microphone there, microphone here for noise cancellation and ambient sound, and all of the calls and things. But yeah, let's check if there's anything else on the box, so at least you know your experience if you purchase one. So you do have this 25 years Edifier badge with high-res audio NeoBuds Pro. I like that. Also have some quick guides there. Edifier is so awesome. Like, look at this pouch. It has some very smooth inside so that your device will be protected like that. So you do have the manual here, rather a little bit thick for different languages, but you do have that just in case you're interested. And finally, we have the USB cable. Right now, it's not that short, like that's not that long. It's to be cumbersome, but it's not that short as well. So I like it. Of course, it's USB Type-C. Now, mind you though, this doesn't come with wireless capability or like a wireless charging. That's kind of like a bummer for its price. For me, it's not really a big deal because my earbuds here, my Samsung Galaxy earbuds comes with wireless charging, but I rarely use that. I always plug it in to charge it really fast. So quick charge, 10 minutes, 1 hour playtime right away by USB Type-C. I'm going to set this up in my phone, play some music, and for a couple of hours, and let me see my honest feedback on it, and I'm gonna give you my honest thoughts and feedback for it as a review. All right, so I'll be right back. Wow, I'm kind of speechless right now because I'm still contemplating, trying to think how the hell a sub $100, right, $100 TWS buds, even like an ANC, active noise canceling buds, can produce such good experience, such very good audio. I'm surprised. I use a couple of buds and headphones, even expensive headphones myself, and this Edifier this Edifier NeoBuds Pro is something else. Legit, guys, something else. So I've been using this for a couple of hours right now, so I'm ready to talk about the performance, my feedback, my honest opinion, and my overall thoughts about the product. So first, I'm going to talk about fit and comfort. Right now, this is very, very comfortable, good fit on my ear. Right, so of course, fit will be kind of like subjective, will be different from people to people, but I can say that it's very comfortable. So as you notice, it's like 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 an AirPod stem style, right? Mind you, 7 different tips, so you can absolutely find one that will be perfect for you. I can say it's very comfortable. It doesn't go away, it doesn't even move. Even I shake my head so hard like that, or like I eat, I move my mouth, it doesn't move, so it's perfect. It's perfect. Now, next I want to talk about noise cancellation, right? Noise cancellation. My man, this is probably the best noise cancellation that we have right now on $100 price range, or even higher, right? I know there's like a Bose Quiet Comfort and the Sony XM4s, but these are legit. These are legit. Like, it's absolutely nuts. I'm going to show you the app later on after our mic test to show you what are the quirks, what are the things that you can actually do there. But essentially, on the noise cancellation, you have two options, right? A high level noise cancellation, or just a medium or a low level one. So you just got two, right? And you have ambient sound as well, essentially 6th level of ambient sound, which has a very minute changes. But the high level noise cancellation, I think it's kind of like too much. It's really good. So I have an air conditioning here in my office right now, of course, and I do have I do have the outdoor unit, right, which is really loud. You know what I did? I actually stood right in front of that outdoor unit of the air conditioning that's too loud without the bud. When you put the bud on your ear like that without any magic at all, it's just the default, it will actually cancel a lot of noise already. Just like the passive noise cancellation, it will already cancel a lot. Now, if you enable the active noise canceling or the cancellation and you bump it up right away to the high, I almost don't hear it. It's almost like impossible. I can only hear a really teeny hum that doesn't even sound like it's coming from that air conditioning outdoor unit. It's insane because I have my Galaxy Buds here and it cannot even produce even near to that kind of capability. It's so awesome. I also tested a bunch of noise, like playing something from YouTube, like plain cabin noise, white noise, and a cafe, you know, uh, chatters, and it's absolutely mind blowing. This guy, this I don't know what you did on this one, Edifier, but it's super good, absolutely banger for $100. I don't know what to say. For the noise cancellation, it's super good. Next, I want to talk about sound quality. Right, this is a very interesting one. Buy this, guys. Buy this, even if it's $150. I'm gonna buy this. No questions. Like, just so good. It's just so good. All right, so there's no better way to really enjoy music, right, or sound quality separations, instrument, and things like that, by other than by playing Hotel California, right? As you probably know, Hotel California by Eagles. So it's mind blowing. It's what do you call this? It's a different experience. I've been listening to Hotel California on my speakers on my Galaxy Buds. It's fine. It's fine. But when I listened using this one, it's transformative. It actually changed the way or the presentation of Hotel California. It changed it. I can hear a lot of instrument and a lot of levels that I don't usually hear on using on a speaker, just a normal speaker, soundbar, or whatever, or even my Galaxy Buds. What happened is that what I notice on this on this Buds, what is really good is the sound stage, right? The sound stage, the sound positioning, the audio positioning, the precision of the execution for the bass especially. And there's like certain clarity and level that I don't get in any other buds. On any other buds, especially like cheaper ones, they tend to play it like they will sound like digitally. It's just being played in one. It's all coming from your head because you do have like stereo, right? So it will actually like concentrate or focus on the middle of your head, as if the sound is just coming inside your brain, right? You probably know that when you're listening to music as well. The music is just coming from the middle of your head, and it sounds electronic, right? It sounds an MP3. It sounds like music only, even like a normal Spotify one. But on this one, even though even listening to Spotify or a couple of flags actually doesn't even matter, they're all good. They're all good. Even I'm using LDAC. I actually switched to LDAC from my phone. Man, they're good. The Hotel California, what I noticed is the vocal is super clear. Like, I don't. It's hard to explain, but the vocal is so clear that it looks like you're there. You're in the concert, you're in the performance. It's not. It doesn't sound like it's coming from like a speaker or like a file or something. It sounds like you're there. Not to mention the instrument. When the instrument started playing, the guitar, whoa, it's like something different. You can hear the strums, the guitar, every bit of it. And then when they play different instrumentation now, an instrumental now, of course, in Hotel California, like combining each. The one very good thing about this is it will play all of those instruments. It will like make you hear every instrument and make you identify each one of those. It's like they're positioned there. I don't know. I don't get that experience on my Galaxy Bud, and let alone my speaker. When I'm listening to it, I can like feel that there's like cymbals here on this side, and then the drum set is this side, and then the guitar is there, the bass is here, and then there's like a vocalist singing in front of me, just like right in front of me, and the cymbals. There's certain impact on the cymbals whenever they hit the cymbals. There's certain impact that again I cannot get in others. I don't know. It's just so clear. I think the sound stage and the precision and the positioning of every audio. It's just superb in this one, superb. Now I've also listened to a couple other tracks here, like "Losing My Religion" by REM. I just want to feel that kind of like slow pace and execution for the audio, and its vocal is super clear. It's pushed forward, and the instrument, man, it's just really joy to listen to the instrument because it's just playing there. It's just mind-blowing. Again, the sound separation, the instrument separation is just superb. I It's mind-blowing at times, to think that this is I got this for $87. Again, guys, I I purchased this for $87, right? 86 something dollars. And it's mind-blowing that you're getting that kind of capability on that price range. Now, for last, actually, I listened to a bunch of music. Probably listened to 50 or 30 music at most. But I also wanted to test the bass of it, so I've listened to Sub Bass Excursion by Bassotronics, right? So that's really deep. And you know what I feel about this, and what's the difference again from this NeoBuds, right? Pro from Edifier compared to other like Galaxy Buds, which is more expensive than this, mind you, is the bass, the sub bass especially, has impact on it. It's quick, it's clean, right? And mind you, it's very clean. It's not something that is like muddy or will drown other. It never drowns anything. The bass is like sitting there. You can really feel it. It's separated among everything else, but you can feel it. And on the bass, on this sub bass excursion track that I played, I'm getting nervous. Like I'm getting nervous. I can really feel the bass. It's like you're playing a 5.1 system and you have like a separate subwoofer lying on the floor. You can feel the thump, the bass, and it's kind of scary. I like it. I like it. I like the feeling, man. It's making me scared, and I like it. I like it so much. It's very, very good. Now, if there's anything bad or anything that I can probably criticize about this, right? It's the volume, right? It's not very loud, right? I think other like my buds is even louder than this. I can comfortably listen on the maximum volume. Now, let's think about it though. Is it not loud, or it's just clear on the highest settings, right? Because it could be like that as well. Because on others, you'll probably notice that you cannot go max because it's already crackling, it's already like distorted or anything. But here, on the maximum volume, there's no distortion, there's no anything. Everything is clean, right? On the maximum volume, the audio quality is the same as the 60%, 70. It's insane. There's no crackling, there's no drowning of bass over mids and high. It's just clear as day. So there are times that I'm like listening on the maximum volume comfortably, right? And I tap the phone, like, oh, that's the maximum. Okay, all right. So for people that has like hard hearing, right? Like they're already hearing impaired or something, they might need more. So you might need to tweak the equalizer here to make it a little bit stronger. But I think they could have like work on that, put a little bit of volume in it. But mind you, it's enough, right? For most people, it's enough. Me, I actually listen comfortably, or normally around 80%, 75, 80, I guess. But I definitely reach a little bit closer to the max because I want that. It's very good in the high volume. For call quality, I'm going to test the microphone right now. So, but just to let you know, this is also an IP54 rated, right, for dust and water resistance. So you can you can have some sweat, some little bit of rain drizzle right there, and dust. It's fine. But of course, it's not advisable to just dunk this on a bottle of water, right? IP54 dust and water resistant. I'm going to test the microphone right now and let you judge on the performance.
Mic test, mic test. This is the Edifier NeoBuds Pro on a quiet room. Again, mic test, mic test. This is the Edifier NeoBuds Pro on a quiet room. Mic test, mic test. This is the Edifier NeoBuds Pro on a loud noise and traffic. Mic test, Mic test. This is the Edifier NeoBuds Pro on a loud noise in a traffic. Mic test. Mic test. This is the Edifier NeoBuds Pro on a noisy cafe. Mic test. Mic test. This is the Edifier NeoBuds Pro on a noisy coffee shop.
All right, so now I'm just gonna show you what the Edifier Connect, or basically the app, looks like. On the very first page, you will see it says Earbuds. So you have three options there. The very first one is this Edifier NeoBuds Pro. If you swipe left, it will give you the sound turning, right? It's not sound tuning, it's sound turning. And then on the last, it's gonna give you the game mode, all right? That's low latency, 80 milliseconds that we have. It has high noise cancellation, low noise cancellation, ambient sound, and normal mode. Now the ambient sound actually offers about 6 levels, so 3 negatives and 3 positives, right? So that's total of 6, but it's not really biggie, it's not really big of changes for every level. But the lower you get, the lower the chatter or the allowed ambient sound or transparency, right? When you bump it up, it's like having super hearing. You will hear a lot. Now, one thing I really like about this is it's very natural. It's like extremely natural. There's no robotic or anything. It's just like you're not wearing any earbuds, and that's super good. If you swipe it left, you're gonna go to the sound turning. And the very first part, you have the classic mode and you have the dynamic next. So this is like the EQ presets, right? Now you can go to the customized one and then click that cog there to give you the customizability here where you can change the EQ. The last is again the game mode. So use it on game mode off if you're not really gaming, so that it's not going to drain your battery or something like that, right? Because if you put it on game mode, it will push the latency down to 80 millisecond, which is just again millisecond. It doesn't really matter in real world, but if you're gaming and if it's competitive and you really need that edge, then use that. By the way, if you look on the upper right corner of this app, you will see this cog, right? If you actually tap that, it'll give you a bunch of other options here. So as you can see, it's gonna first give you the Edifier NeoBuds Pro, the MAC address, firmware version, and then from the tile, it's gonna give you tap settings, disconnect button, repair, factory settings, user manual, power off, tap sensitivity, LHDC, and the LDAC configuration. So of course, the rest are like kind of like self-explanatory there. But when you go to the tap settings, you can actually configure the touch sensitive commands, right? Now this is one of the shortcomings, right? If I can probably put it that way, of this NeoBuds Pro. The control is quite limited. You are actually limited to double tap and to triple tap for each bud. So if you notice here, you can double tap to do this stuff and then triple tap to also do those stuff, right? You can do it in either buds. But if you want to like adjust the volume and then do voice assistance, send transparency mode at the same time, like or in the same instance, you cannot, because you have to select each one only that you can put on your tap settings. So essentially you have 4 options, 2 per each bud. Now if you go back, you also have again disconnect Bluetooth if you want to disconnect it that way. Repair if you're having some some issues or whatnot. Factory settings, again, that's just a hard reset. User manual, power off, and you can also adjust the tap sensitivity. If you think it's not that responsive, you can like crank it into the highest here, 30, or you can just lower it down if you think it's too sensitive, that it's just always doing something whenever you touch it. So here you can also see the LHDC configuration. You can increase the bit stream, or rather the bit rate, right? You can make it like the maximum 900 kbps. Again, bear in mind that it's gonna take toll in your battery, right? So right now I'm on the 400, and I don't even use this. This is the LHDC and the LDAC. The LDAC is the one that I use. So you can also increase that to 96K sampling rate, or the default 48 by 44 or 44.1 K sampling rate, right? You can even disable LDAC as well. Now, if you go to the Bluetooth settings, you can actually see that. So if you go to the Bluetooth, for example, you will see Edifier NeoBuds Pro. When you tap that cog on the side, it's gonna give you the option to enable LDAC or disable it. So that's how it supports, or that's how it shows that it supports LDAC codec. All right, but that's all for today, guys. I think this is one of the steal, right? 4,400 pesos. Again, 87 bucks. And the sound quality is just nuts. It's just nuts. I'm so happy that I did not purchase any AirPods Pro or Sony XM4s, right? Whatever that is costing about 250 and up dollars. I'm so glad that Edifier create products like this on a very low price, but super awesome performance. Again, this is not wireless capable. Take note of that. It's worth noting. Again, for me myself, it's not really a big deal because I can always charge USB-C. But if you only use wireless connection, you're out of luck. It doesn't support wireless, but it has quick charging. Again, 10 minutes. It's gonna give you 1 hour of charge, so that is enough for me. Edifier NeoBuds Pro, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. But that's all for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Click the like button if you like this video. Comment down below what are your thoughts on this Edifier NeoBuds Pro. Do you think you're gonna get one? If you also have one, let me know down in the comments what are your thoughts about it, if it's good, or if you think Soundcore or other is better. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. I review Netflix and some other stuff like this one. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and see you on the next one. Peace.